Okay, here we are. Welcome to Petey Aprendendo Português. 2025, the year of Respair. So, continuing from what 2024 was, we have to say goodbye to it, of course. But I would say what it was and what it used to be. It's quite a nice day. I'm not going to lie. I do miss those times, and I do miss I don't know. I guess there was hope. It wasn't met, and there's a lot of loss. And then a lot of work grinding and making sure that I can supply for my love someday. But it feels like it went unrewarded. So let's just say goodbye to 2024 because that was a rough year as well. There it is. We are over, 200 days on the friend quest streaks. And that being said, too, excuse me, I just had a bunch of caffeinated drinks, so. Well, I guess moving on. The end of 2024 was very toxic. I had a very bad supervisor that I will never, it's not like I won't forgive, but I won't forget, certainly. I'll definitely forgive, and I think I've absolved that type of strain on that person in terms of them being a sociopath. Sometimes you just have to categorize people. It's like, oh, that's a condescending person, that's a sociopath, that's a violent serial killer. Sometimes we just have to do that just to leave inner peace for ourselves and keep evil, bad people away at bay. That, honestly, I wish I was more of a friend to that person. My supervisor was a fan of Pokemon, As you can see, I am too, because we got Charmanders back there. And, I thought about, like, hey, on my last day, here's I thought about getting them, like, a Pokemon card or something of their favorite Pokemon, like Eevee or Sylveon. But I'm just like, no, fuck this guy. Fuck this guy. Like, this is the reason why I'm leaving is you. But that would have been a nice power move to just say, hey, I'm done. Here you go. Done. And maybe if I see them again, I might even just get the card and present it to them one day. But, I ended up leaving that position in 2025, which brings us to our next video, a day of Respair, which is basically, and I have a friend, shout out to you, Rage Cage 4, helping me get to that point. I had a lot of despair in my life, which is a familiar word, basically when all hope is lost. And Respair is a redefinition of that, a reigniting of, one's inner strength to overcome despair. Which is why we made our song Respair in the link down below, just so you know. And that was basically our pet project for all of 2025. There's a lot of hurdles and leaps and bounds that we had to get to. Basically, going through a harsh winter, and, harsh winter's not fairly easy, both emotionally and physically, because it was a pretty cold one. I had to plow snow like every week, every day almost. It got crazy. So luckily, and on top of just the dismal reality of having to have a customer service job with the hopes of making a sustainable income for a future life that I have with my fiance. So, without further ado, let's dive into 2025. 2025 days on the day streak. We are good to go for now. But it is, it's the last full year that we've lived. Then, once it's tomorrow, 2026, then we are going to be talking about how 2026 has gone so far and also what's to come in the rest of the year. And then 2027, where am I going to be in my life in all of 2027, and so forth. And I'll probably stop around 2100, and we'll see. You know, at this point, and I'll probably make a joke of like, if there's a way to take my consciousness and put it into a robot, I have no idea what that would be like. But until then, let's stay still in the past for 2025 days on the day streak. Let's do our best. And also, Feliz Sexta-feira. Yeah. All right. I'm glad that it's Friday. So we're in 12th place. We've got a lot of catching up to do. But it kind of goes to show, like, you know, even though, like, we're falling down a little bit, it's not that bad. Like, I could get 1100. I could get 200 XP today, and we'll be fine for whatever's going to come our way. So, target practice is where I'm thinking. I'm leaning towards that. I don't want to do this story time unless if we have double XP for it, because I don't really like doing the story times. So I'm thinking, let's warm up with the target practice. Rage Cage. All right.
Vou mandar áudio com os detalhes.
Okay, I will change the audio with the details. Vou mandar áudio com os detalhes. Yeah. I'll send the audio with details.
Compramos 60 presentes para ela.
Compramos
60 presentes para ela.
We bought 60 gifts for her.
Vou escrever recado para Ana.
Vou escrever recado para Ana. I'm going to write a message for Anna.
Emoji engraçado. Emoji engraçado.
A funny emoji. Dust. Poeira. 60.
60.
Cancel.
Cancelar.
Rule.
Regra.
To sit.
Sentar.
Qual é o endereço do site da festa? Qual é o endereço do site da festa?
Which is the address, website address for the party. Message.
Recado.
Wood.
Madeira.
Fire.
Incêndio.
Robbery.
Roubo.
Fantasma's ghost.
Nuvem.
That's cloud. Fire.
Incêndio.
Inside.
Dentro.
Fly.
Mosca.
Rat.
Rato.
60.
60. And ring.
Anel.
is anel. For the win. That was quite a wonderful span of 10. Yeah, we got the day streak. Right at 11. So let's see that flame. What day is it today? And boom. 2025 days on the day streak. Keeping that flame going, keeping it alive. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Oh my God. 2026 is going to be tomorrow. But for now, 2025 days on the day streak. 2025 days on the day streak. Can't say it enough. Oh my God. Oh my God. So let's see it. Let's see it on the phone apps, because we got it. And that's just. I remember doing New Year's for 2025 into 2026, or even 2024 into 2025. Boom. And there it is. Awesome. I forgot that today was a super milestone day. Yeah, that was. I'm gonna share that with the Instagrams, and I'm gonna be like, yo, we made it to 2025. That was last year. To think about, like, you know, I'm adding it to my highlights. That's up there. That is certainly up there. Come on, give me that shug. Hopefully is it in my highlights? Yeah, okay. It's added to Duolingo 4 is what I'm calling it, because I've got so many of them. And we got ads for Instagrams. Actually, you know what? That makes me want to record this on a screen recorder. So I am fairly okay with that part of it. Okay, so as we are recording this, I do like the cascading runs after Corre atrás de, my love, meu amor, esposa, wife, and also I think we have here and aqui, jaqueta and jacket. It's all like kind of mishmatchy, but I'm going to do those, and we're going to take a look here. Lesson complete. Very loud. I'm actually I'm gonna try to increase the volume here before we get this flame. Wow, I got a total 10 minutes here. Weekend quest and 10 perfect lessons. Okay. I hope we get the flame. Otherwise, we're wasting footage. There we go. 25 gems. I guess 250. 2050 is going to be the... Man, imagine 2050. Oh, okay. Didn't get it. Dang it. It knew. It knew. So let's get the... At least it kind of got the 2025. We got it on the YouTubes at least. You know, I'm not too messed up with that. But dang. 2025. Let's see. That it's just I gotta save that milestone. I gotta share it. I gotta go to Instagrams. Oh wait, I already did that to Instagrams. Let's continue on. But I guess maybe it'll be the time for me to I don't know. Just talk about how. Oh, I should have added Respair to it. Missed opportunity. Because that was a song we published on December 30th. So the start of the year, I was miserable in my job. Had a major failure. And, you know, it just hated everything about it from that point on. Spent the entire winter just doing a bunch of snow plowing and surviving the crappy job and trying to write this song and finish the song. It ended up taking like a year. So that got out finally at, you know, near the end of the year. 2 days, the eve of New Year's Eve is what I like to call it, is when we published it. So that was something. I ended up I think I ended up joining like a town band and all that. I gained a bunch of weight from the job I worked had free soup and salad, and that's all I ate. I didn't do anything else but eat free soup and salad for like a year and a half. No, it was a full year. Yeah, I got my money's worth with that too. At what cost, though? I gained a lot of weight. So, you know, yeah, I feel like that's all I did that year was I just earned money, complained about my job, did Duolingo every night, joined a community band, played gigs throughout in a marching band and also my band. So having formal music along with you know, street music and then rock music, which was kind of an even balance. And then no major deaths. That's a good thing. I'm pretty sure the powers that be, the higher powers that be, didn't want me to suffer, or what was already seeing me suffer as is. But as the year moved on, Naya and I reconnected in September, and that was really good to see her. It was only for like a week and a half. I hate having a real job, cause that's all I could take off was a year and a half. Ew, a year and a half. Oh my God. So I ended up taking a year and a half off. I ended up taking a week. Sorry, did I say a year and a half? A week and a half. It's just a week and a half. I'd love it to be a year and a half to stay in Brazil. But I don't know. I've got a lot here going on too. But anyways, let's continue on. And yeah, at the end of December, we published a song. And it's in the description below. I'd say that's the highlight of anything, of as far as productivity and getting stuff done. Helped a friend out. We did a cool song, and I started getting the ball rolling with reestablishing the K1 visa. We're gonna submit the K1 visa, her and I, me and Nayada, or with hired help, of course, that we did last time, and it's going to be a I really hope it works this time. I'm gonna go and visit her with my family. Target practice. All right, we got 5 out of 12 for the listenings, and I think we'll just do this listening and then get the double XP.
Você pode explicar o contrato. Você pode explicar
o contrato. Can you explain the contract?
A moradia nova. A moradia nova.
New housing.
O detalhe importante. O detalhe importante.
The important detail.
Temos de explicar tudo para eles. Temos de explicar tudo para eles.
We need to explain everything to them.
Vamos depositar 1.000 euros na sua conta. Vamos depositar 1.000 euros na sua conta.
Let's deposit 1,000 euros into your account.
Vamos revisar o orçamento por metro quadrado. Vamos revisar o orçamento por metro quadrado.
Let's review the budget per square meter.
O orçamento é limitado. Orçamento é limitado.
The budget is limited.
Eu preciso ter um cartão de crédito. Eu preciso ter um cartão de crédito. Cartão de crédito.
I need a credit card.
Economias para o futuro. Economias para o futuro.
Savings for the future.
Quarto de tamanho médio. Quarto de tamanho médio.
Medium-sized room. Practice complete. And we got all quests complete at 11:11 actually. Sweet. So we got 5 gems. Dobro, cheesy peas, double XP. And that is also a means for us to being in the top 10. Not that that was the goal, but you know me. I do my best. I'm gonna sleep good tonight, by the way. Yo. Let's see. Let us do some other stuff. So, I'm thinking we start off with this. Probably is going to be a long-winded story time. But we are going to... Something tells me I don't want to goldify anything from now on if I don't have to. If I don't have to compete in anything. So I'm going to try to go down the beaten path. Let's do pacote especial.
Pacote especial.
A special package.
Está muito frio no apartamento de Lucy. Lynn está no sofá com 3 cobertores.
It's very cold in the apartment of Lucy. Lynn is not on the sofa with 3... Oh, is on the sofa with 3 blankets.
Vovó, estou com muito frio. O aquecedor não funciona.
Grandmother, I am very cold. The heater does not function.
Eu sei. Você precisa mandar um e-mail para o proprietário.
I know. You need to change an email. You need to send an email. Mandar email para o proprietário, which is the owner, which is cool.
Eu não sei o e-mail dele. Qual é o arroba?
I don't know his email. What is the @ symbol? No, she doesn't know the contact of the person.
Você pode ir ao correio e mandar uma carta.
You can go to the post office to send a letter.
Ir ao correio? Está muito frio lá fora.
To the post office. It's very cold out there.
Lynn, você não pode.
You can't stay on the bed all day. Liam, você não pode ficar no sofá o dia todo. Yes, you can.
Posso sim. Tenho cobertores e tenho filmes.
Yes, I can. I have blankets and have movies.
Eu tenho um pacote no correio. O pacote vai resolver o problema do frio.
I have a package at the post office. The package will solve the problem of the cold. Lucy acha que o pacote tem roupas de verão? Vai ajudar com o frio. Will help with the cold. Because she didn't say anything about clothes. Serve para assistir filmes, which will help her watch movies.
Um pacote? O que é?
A package? What is it?
É uma surpresa, mas você precisa ir ao correio buscar.
It's a surprise, but you need to go to the post office to pick it up.
Não quero ir. Está muito, muito frio.
I don't want to go. I am very, very cold.
Tudo bem. Sem o pacote, sem filmes. Vou cancelar os filmes.
All right. Without the package, your movies... I will cancel the movies. What?
Cancelar os filmes? Não.
Cancel the movies? No. How do you cancel movies?
Tudo bem.
All
Eu
right.
vou ao correio agora.
That's the most generic way of saying I'll cancel our Netflix account, or I'm gonna cancel our Amazon Prime account. It's the most least proprietary way to say that. I know what she meant though. All right, I will go to the post office now.
Lynn sai de casa com 3 cobertores. Ela volta com um pacote grande.
Lynn leaves the house with 3 blankets. She returns with a package. Wait, she leaves with the 3 blankets? She returns with a package, a big package. She returns to the house without the package. No, with the package.
Voltei. O pacote é
return.
grande. É um aquecedor novo?
The package is big. It is a heater. Is it a new heater?
Abre o pacote.
Open the package. Libre abre o pacote dentro há casaco enorme de verão. Shit. Inverno. Verão is summer. Crap.
Lynn abre o pacote. Dentro há um casaco enorme de inverno.
She opens the package. Inside, there is a big coat of winter.
Vovó, isso é um casaco. Não é um aquecedor.
It's not a... It's a coat. It's not a heater.
Agora você não precisa de um aquecedor. Você tem um casaco muito quente.
Now you don't need a heater. You have a very warm jacket.
Mas eu estou dentro de casa.
But I'm inside of the house.
E agora você não tem frio dentro de casa. Problema resolvido.
And now you aren't cold inside the house. Problem resolved.
Vovó, não é assim que se resolve um problema.
Grandmother, that's not how you solve the problem.
Funciona perfeitamente. Agora eu vou usar os seus cobertores.
It works perfect. Now I'm going to use your blankets. God, that's the whole point. She wanted the blankets back. I see your games, grandmother. Oh man. The problem of Leon was it was very cold in the house. Yeah, pretty much. Alright, we got 40 cheesy peas. I still don't like the voice acting. Or lack thereof. There's no voice acting in this. There is no voice acting in this. So maybe I'll get into 7th place. I gotta get perfect lessons, by the way. I gotta think about that. Let me do a speaking, just a...
Peixe
peixe na minha frente. A fish in front of me.
O que
aconteceu com ele no outono? What happened to him in autumn?
Cozinharam formigas no festival de comida.
Cozinharam formigas no festival de comida. Ants were cooked at the food festival.
Já viajou pelo mundo?
Já viajou pelo mundo. Have you already, what is it, gone to the moon?
O mochileiro europeu.
The moon is Lua? Yeah. O mochileiro europeu. A European backpacker. O mochileiro europeu.
Já surfaste em ondas grandes?
Já surfaste em ondas grandes. Have you surfed on large waves before?
Eu nunca escalei nada tão alto.
Eu nunca escalei nada tão alto.
Andar por essas ruas.
Andar por essas ruas.
As excursões no outono sempre têm surpresas.
The excursions in autumn always have surprises. As excursões no outono sempre têm surpresas. Alright, autumn excursions always have surprises.
Nunca ouvi falar de festas na Argentina.
Nunca ouvi falar de festas na Argentina. Yes. Eu falo português. Alright, we got it. We're in 10th place. Which is not so bad, you know? It's not a bad deal at all. Is anyone here? Hopefully we have a fan base. No, not yet. I guess everybody checked out once I hit 2,000 and I started playing my Lugia song on my... Once it gets to be like funeral, like dirgy, like type of deal, like all the depressed stuff about paying homage to my loved ones that have passed on. People kind of just leave because it's sad. Nobody wants to be sad, which I can totally understand. But I'm here to do some target practice. Then I'm going to do a word matchy. Then escolhamos canetas de várias cores, of various colors.
Nunca esquecemos dos presentes.
Nunca
esquecemos dos presentes.
Okay. We never forgot the gifts.
Pouco entediado.
Pouco entediado. Pouco. A little bored.
Minha pulseira favorita quebrou. Minha pulseira quebrou.
My favorite bracelet broke.
Ele nunca esquecia dos meus livros favoritos.
Ele nunca esqueceu dos meus livros favoritos. He would always remember my favorite.
Comprar sucrilhos baratos.
Comprar
sucrilhos baratos.
Buy cheap cornflakes. Joke. Piada. Era.
Época.
Sheet.
Lençol.
Costume.
Fantasia.
Monstro.
Monster.
Quando pequeno, eu comia muito chocolate.
When I was small, I used to eat a lot of chocolate.
Eu sempre ficava animado com brinquedos.
I would always get excited about toys. Who doesn't?
Minha mãe prometeu um bolo no aniversário.
My mother promised a birthday cake. Promised... I feel like my answer should have been accepted. That sucks.
Minha mãe prometeu
man,
bolo
that's-
no aniversário.
That's the one we got wrong. My mother promised the cake for promise cake for the birthday.
Minha mãe prometeu bolo no
My
aniversário.
mother promised a fucking stupid birthday cake for the promised a cake for the birthday. Fuck. Cake for the birthday. My God. Gotta be so literal here. Oh, man. That wasn't a perfect score at all. Alright. We're gonna get a perfect score, though. We gotta get like 10 of them. By car. De carro.
carro.
You, vocês,
Vocês.
well, bem,
Bem.
brothers.
Irmã de
By train?
bem.
Well.
Emergência.
Emergency.
Trabalho.
Work.
Vocês.
You.
Convidar.
Invite.
Com medo.
With fear.
De carro.
By car.
Brinco.
Brinco is by... brinco.
Brinco.
I don't know what that
De
is.
trem.
By train.
Esperar.
Waiting. To wait.
Irmãos.
Brothers.
Outono.
Autumn.
Brinco.
I guess this-
Limão.
I guess that was earring. Limão is lemon, which is also just limes. Afraid, com medo, by car, de carro, emergência, earring, and its brinco is that. And let's see, chemistry, química, work, trabalho, autumn, outono, by train, de trem. You, vocês, avocado, abacate, so many, tantos, inline, na filha, lemon, limão, which is not there. Bame as well. There's limão. But we're going to do piece of advice. Conselho. Conviar. Dailies. Limão is lemon. Flour. Floor. Irmãos is brothers. Wait. Esperar, and to turn off is to desligar. Desligar. Desligares. Alright, we're in 9th place. We are better than most because of it. We are better than anything since sliced bread. It's actually pretty warm out today, thankfully. How much time we got? We got less than a minute left. Let's try to get a oh yeah, no, it's probably too late. But let's just do a speaking real quick. Just
Meu pai preferia
Meu pai preferia roupas confortáveis.
Uma
caneta gigante.
achei
A pulseira perfeita para você.
Eu adorava.
Eu adorava meus amigos imaginários.
comprar
Comprávamos fantasias na loja do bairro. Escrevia cartas para meus amigos.
um
dia recebi roupas usadas do meu primo.
Meus
amigos entediados. Não quebrar. Not broken. Na loja prometi encontrar o presente perfeito. Alright, let's see if we got it. You never know. Hey, we actually got the double XP. That was good. That was right at the buzzer, too. 0 seconds. Holy crap, we got it. I actually took a time to activate my Finch for the day, too. So, interestingly enough, yeah, we're on day 379 on Finch, by the way. So we're past a year. Which is kind of cool. Oh man. That's great. Ooh, I got the bird. I'm going to have him stop chirping for now. We're going to talk about, I guess, maybe 2025. Oh, yeah. Here's the thing. I almost went to Brazil in, May. In 2025 of last year, or 2025, I got a death threat on one of the calls I took in my call center job. And then and there, I'm just like, she's not here. Naya's not here. My fiance's not here. Why the fuck am I at this shitty job? And I thought about just leaving, and just, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to stick it. I'm going to trust the process. And sure enough, my cousin had a job opening for me. It was like a couple more dollars an hour. Better benefits. better working experience, less customer service stuff. There's still customer service based stuff. Anywhere is, of course. America, you find most service industry everything's. So I'm like, okay, it's better than death threats. It's better than a sociopathic, better than a sociopathic type of boss, essentially, a supervisor that is supposed to supervise and not go home before you do. That's another thing, too. Like, my supervisor always used to just go home at, like, you know, I'm working, like, a 9:30 shift to, it was, like, 9 to 6. 9:30 to 6 were the hours. My supervisor worked from, like, I don't even know if they were there in the morning. They must have come in around the same time, like 8:30 to, like, 2 or 3. They didn't work that hard in comparison. And, you know, interestingly enough, though, I just, I don't know, I was turned off by the lack of commitment. Like, if I'm expected to have, like, a level of commitment that's, like, legendary, and I would expect the same with you know, the guys who's telling me what to do, you know? Where's the respect there, you know? So, yeah, I guess you know, that was a turmoil-y type of thing. I guess my personality is my job now. I'm that old now that I have to care about that. But I would say, you know, some highlights of the year was simply just a new hope in seeing Naya again. Because I got, you know, I guess I almost want to call my old job and just say, hey, thanks for making the conditions so fucking shitty that I found a desperation to leave and better my life. Thank you so much for making that horrible and detestable, and that at any drop of a hat that you, like, that, you know, leaving was better, because now my life's way better. And, you know, the next phase, and I continued that trend. You know, thank you for giving me this, the lack of sense of community that you promised, that you basically lied to everybody about, in the guise of you hope that, you know, that I spend time with this company more than I do my family, especially in the last year of my life where I didn't get bereavement for my grandmother dying. It's a little bit of resentment. That's where the resentment started. That started in 2024, and it bled into 2025, rightfully so. Like, if you're European, if you're Brazilian, if you're of any other country, and your grandmother dies, or just anybody in your life that's very close to you, fuck, like, Guyanese people, they take weeks off and they fly up. Like, I've done live streams of Guyanese funerals. They are so committed to their families. They don't even know the person. They're probably not even related to that person who passed on. But they fly up from Guyana, take a couple weeks, they make a trip of it, and they, you know, pay homage to and mourn the loss of their people, of their kin. In America, it's like, you're lucky getting that. Like, I was lucky getting that Friday off and getting payment for that. And at that point, it's just like, I need the money. I needed the money. Naya was supposed to come. And I honestly wish I just took the time without pay. But it's like, if I had to use my paid time off, then that fucking sucks. So 2025 was just kind of like, they burned a bridge with me. And I just want to, I might do that one day. I might give them a call and just say, hey, you know, I just wanted to call and let you know, thank you so much for making work conditions so shitty that I ended up moving on and bettering my life. And you know, it was a real net positive for me. They'll probably hang up on me, but I don't give a shit. One of these days I might do that. And just because the thing is the CEO doesn't like that, and he has this ego trip about grit, and I have a book that he gave to a lot of people that have worked for this company, a book called Grit, and people who only have a 2-year degree have more grit. Well, I guess that's me. I got some grit, you know. 2025 days on the day streak. That's some fucking grit right there, man. Because hot Latina women, specifically the one I gotta give the disclaimer, just the one I committed to, because just in case if Naya's watching, it's like, oh God, I mentioned Latinas, the plural. I gotta correct my language here. The one that I committed to. Just a hot baby, you know, just a, you know, but I can't believe this year. 2025. And in the midst of all that, with the death threat, you know, I thought about just up, like the minute I got the death threat, it was like around April. So it's almost been a full year. Still not over it, I guess. And the guy, don't get me wrong, you know, if you get somebody scams you or frauds you of your money, it's like, it feels like the end of the world. But in the same sense, it's just like, in a security basis thing, it's like, if somebody else picks up the phone and sounds like somebody else, I can't reveal sensitive information to somebody that's on the other line that I don't know. So yeah, it got messy. It's kind of a complicated thing. I also heard one story about this one woman I have this one story about this one daughter who was coerced into sending money to her mother, and you could tell she was like either a helicopter parent or just abusive and controlling. And I just facilitated it without knowing that she was on the other line listening in. Which a lot of places do that, and that's how a lot of places get frauded. So, you know, you win some, you lose some. It seems as though anytime I lost some, it was the only thing that was highlighted. That, and what did you do wrong to provoke the person into killing you? Or into threatening your life? What did you do? Like, that's like saying, you know, what were you wearing at the time? So, I don't know. Like, in the midst of moments like that last year, I had a friend over. We worked on a lot of music to write the song Respair. It's in the description below. I keep plugging it. I think I plugged it when we started releasing it from 2025 into 2026. And also in the midst of all of this, you know, I got to see Naya again in September. Like, I keep saying the same story, but that was April for the death threat. I was just like, you know what? I'm going to leave. I'm going to go to Brazil. I'm going to make plans. I'm not even going to like have another job lined up. I'm just going to be in Brazil. That's it. Going to be in Brazil. Like no questions asked, not going to even tell anybody, just going to dip for like a month. And I should have. I really should have. Just to say, like, fuck you guys. Like, you're not giving me paid time off. Here's my paid fucking time off, asshole. Can't get that fucking time back. Because it's like, that would have moved the needle forward a little bit better in our lives. You know, I would have been able to apply for the K1 visa more easily with a better mind. I would have spent a month with my beloved. You know, I wish I did that. That's the only regret I have with that whole thing. I wish I just left and I did the ballsy thing and I was just like, yeah, fuck you. But I wanted to be stable. I wanted to be a good boy, and I did, and I was a good boy. And so I got, you know, a couple weeks went by. my cousin had an opening for another job as a technician, traveling around this area within like an hour and a half radius. They didn't tell me that part, but repairing machines, and that's my current job right now. And honestly, I jumped on it. That was the end of May. I started, did 2 weeks of computer work, and then went to courses, went to a 2-week course in person, and then another 1-week course after that. The other technician in the area left, so it was all on me and my cousin, which was not fun at all. And then we got the replacement for that technician, which actually happened to be a good friend of mine from the 3rd grade. And now we're, like, it took a while to get us all caught up to speed, but now I think we're a good cohesive team. But he came on around, like, end of October was when he started. And now he's all caught up, and he's probably better than me at the job, which I might be having, for today. I had an interview today for a better job that pays a lot more. So that's what's going on in my life in today. So I suppose that's something we'll talk more about in 2026. But end of 2025, I suppose, there was light at the end of the tunnel. There was despair in January, February, March, April. Was the climactic point, was all despair. And then halfway through, like April, May, I stuck it out. I'm just like, with my customer service skills, let's knock out the best interview ever. Did it. Got it. Recommended by somebody who already works there on the inside. And here we are. Made it out of the burning building. And sure enough, a lot of people were laid off and fired, including my supervisor later down the road. So I'm so glad that I made it out. But, and riding into the sunset, September, October, November, it was kind of stressful in the sense of like getting used to a field that I've never really been in as much. Repairing machines is different from, software, the software side of it. It's a lot of hardware, a lot of electronics, a lot of stuff that I really like, a mechanical stuff, robotics. Well, I guess not robotics. Computerized, digitized machinery, essentially. But since then, since starting at the late May to now, I've got that. It's, I got artificer points. If it were a game of D&D, I don't know if artificer is still a class, but if we're playing a game of Dungeons and Dragons, I got 1 level in artificer, which I never thought I'd get. But then, here we are, 2026, still here. Doing my best, holding my own. Happy Friday. Feliz sexta-feira. And, I might go back to the original field that I started in after graduating, and making a lot more money. Interview went great today. We'll see. I'm excited. And we're going to talk about 2026 a little bit more. Oh, yeah, and I guess, in the midst of it, I actually got some time off to see Naya. So now I saw her. Now we could initiate a game plan and resubmitting the K1 visa. And that brings us to Brazil, love, Portuguese, all this stuff. And that the initial goal is still going to be accomplished, even though it's like kind of a far off dream still. But it'll come true. And I think from now on, this is kind of a good pivoting thing of what's to come. I spent a lot of New Year's lonely without her, and it sucks. One of these days, though, we're gonna have New Year's together, and it's gonna be great. And she's gonna be with me. I'm gonna be with her, and it'll be fun. It'll be a lot of fun, and celebrate Christmas. Go to the gym and stuff. I'm not a gym goer, but I'll probably go as like a social thing. I get distracted easily. I like working out at home, but if she likes it, then we could be a team. Stuff like that, couples things. I need that. I'm definitely going to clean a lot more. It's a pretty disorganized mess where I live. I'm not going to lie. So that's going to change. But for now, 2025, yeah, I came home. We finished, my friend and I finished the song. Naya and I got reacquainted. You know, and the love is still there. It's hard via text. It's hard long distance, but the love is still there, and I have faith. You know, and I think that's a good way to end it off. You know, right at the end of the year, 2025, right at the buzzer, I released my first song. My first song that I really am proud of. So, anywho, I think that's a great spot to stop. 2025, boom. The year of Respair. That's what I'm calling it. And I think that is a beautiful thing. Everybody deserves a redemption arc. And I think you all do too. Anybody who says hello and helps me keep the flame alive. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And also, I'm going to do this one because we're party animals. So, from now on, tomorrow's going to be a little bit of 2026 we're going to talk about, and then the future then on. So, until then, 2025 days. 2025 days on the day streak. And as always, muito obrigado por assistir. Boa noite. Ciao, ciao for now. Take care. Até próxima. Feliz sexta-feira. And hope you all had a happy 2025. What did you do in 2025? Let me know in the comments down below. So I will see you all in the next one. Don't forget, every ending is a new beginning.
The song has restored my strength.